Hold on to your capes, Superman fans. The possibility that David Corenswet's Man of Steel might rock the exact same supersuit in his 2027 sequel could change everything we expect from the DC universe. Are we ready for a hero who doesn't get a flashy upgrade right away? Get ready for some exciting developments in the world of superhero cinema. Man of Tomorrow, the highly anticipated follow-up to James Gunn's Superman, is set to hit theaters on July 9, 2027. This film promises an unexpected alliance between the iconic hero and his longtime foe, Lex Luthor, as they join forces to battle a larger, more dangerous enemy. For those new to comic book lore, think of it like two rivals putting aside their differences, Superman's unyielding goodness clashing with Lex's cunning intellect, to save the day from something even bigger. But beyond this intriguing plot setup, details about Clark Kent's journey have been scarce. That's why fans are buzzing over a potential reveal about one of the most visually striking elements, the legendary Superman costume itself. Back when James Gunn first unveiled Man of Tomorrow, he shared some stunning official artwork created by top comic book illustrators, such as the legendary Jim Lee. In these illustrations, Superman appeared in the very same outfit he sported in the 2025 Superman movie, that bold blue and red ensemble with the flowing cape and signaturous emblem. However, since these were just artistic renderings and not live-action glimpses, it left everyone wondering, would the real Clark Kent stick with this look? Or would the sequel introduce a fresh design to evolve the character? Well, recent clues suggest we might finally have a hint. Since May, authentic costumes from the original Superman film have been showcased at the Warner Bros. Studio Tour Hollywood in a dedicated Superman exhibit, giving fans a tangible piece of the action. But here's where it gets interesting. And a bit mysterious. A photo posted by Reddit user M00R3C on the r/DCU subreddit shows that the Superman suit has vanished from its display spot. Instead, there's a simple sign explaining, Superman costume currently being used by production. For beginners, Reddit's r/DCU is a vibrant community for DC Universe discussions, and this post quickly sparked speculation. You can check it out yourself if you're curious, but the image seems legit at first glance. Before we get too carried away, let's pump the brakes a little. There's always a chance this photo could be a clever fake or taken out of context. Online rumors can spread like wildfire in fan spaces. Plus, the production reference might not even tie into the DCU movies or shows. It could be for a TV ad, a merchandise promo, or something unrelated. That said, let's explore the most thrilling scenario. What if this is connected to a blockbuster DC Studios project? And this is the part most people miss. It could signal continuity in a franchise that's all about building a connected universe. But here's where it gets controversial. If Superman is reusing his costume, does that mean the DCU is playing it too safe? Or is it a smart nod to the character's timeless appeal? Narrowing it down, the timing points strongly to Man of Tomorrow as the culprit. It's the next major DCU movie ramping up, with pre-production underway. Sure, you could point to Clayface, another project that's already been shooting for almost 2 months and features a villain not directly linked to Superman. But that feels like a stretch. Why pull a Superman suit for a Batman-related story? If it's truly for Man of Tomorrow, this implies Kal-El, Superman's Kryptonian name, for those just dipping their toes into the lore, will likely wear the familiar suit from the first film, at least initially. Maybe he'll switch it up later in the story for dramatic effect. But for now, continuity seems on the table. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't the movie still months away from cameras rolling? You're spot on. Man of Tomorrow isn't in full production yet. It's in pre-production, which is like the preparation phase where the team scouts locations, casts roles, and crucially finalizes costumes and props. Filming is slated to kick off in summer 2026, giving them plenty of time before the 2027 release. To clarify for newcomers, pre-production is all about laying the groundwork so that when shooting starts, everything runs smoothly, avoiding costly delays on a big-budget flick. It might seem strange at first that a high-stakes production like this would borrow a costume from a public exhibit instead of crafting a brand new one from scratch. But let's break it down. Superhero outfits in Hollywood blockbusters aren't cheap. They involve intricate materials, custom tailoring, and often multiple identical versions for stunts and wear and tear. For instance, the suits Tobey Maguire wore in the 2002 Spider-Man reportedly cost around $50,000 apiece. And that's just one example from 2 decades ago. Adjust for inflation and modern effects, and you can see why studios might recycle assets. Even if several Superman suits were made for the original film, retrieving them could save a fortune, especially since they're already perfectly tuned to David Corenswet's physique and the film's aesthetic. This potential costume reuse would set Man of Tomorrow apart in the superhero world, where fresh looks are practically a tradition. Take the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Spider-Man. Tom Holland's webslinger has debuted a new suit in each of his 3 solo outings, with a 4th on the horizon, evolving from high-tech start gear to more personal designs. Over in DC's past, Henry Cavill's Superman tweaked his look subtly between Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, adding texture and grit. Iron Man's Tony Stark, meanwhile, unveiled upgraded armor so frequently it was like a tech arms race. Even Christopher Reeve's Batman in Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy got a sleek armor overhaul after the first film. So if the DCU bucks this trend, it could spark debate. Is sticking with the same suit a bold statement of stability, or does it risk feeling stagnant in a genre obsessed with reinvention? That design choice wasn't easy to begin with. During a set visit for the original Superman, as shared by Gizmodo, James Gunn opened up about the challenges of bringing the classic costume to life, especially those infamous trunks. He described screen testing various versions with and without them, and how actor David Corenswet helped shape the vision. Gunn explained that Superman as an alien with godlike powers, laser eyes, super strength, the works, could easily intimidate people. But he chooses a bright, wrestler-inspired outfit to project hope and approachability, embracing the fun, colorful essence of the first superhero. For beginners, this means the costume isn't just fabric. It's a symbol of optimism in a cynical world. Pretending otherwise, Gunn noted, would miss the point of what makes Superman enduringly heroic. As Man of Tomorrow soars toward its July 9, 2027 premiere, one thing's clear. The conversation around Superman's look is heating up. Do you love the idea of costume continuity keeping things grounded and true to the comics? Or do you think a sequel demands a bold redesign to wow us? And here's a counterpoint to chew on. In an era of endless reboots, reusing the suit might actually feel revolutionary by emphasizing character over spectacle. Share your hot takes in the comments below. Agreement, disagreement, or wild theories welcome.